Hello, welcome. My name is Barbara Dolan, and I'm very excited to be here with you today. I want to share with you some answers to questions that I frequently am asked. Today's question is, what do you eat in a typical day? And I eat lots of yum things in a typical day. I choose to eat a vegan lifestyle, so I avoid meats, I avoid dairy, I avoid eggs. My diet is also almost 100% organic, 99.9%. And I eat a lot of whole grains, nuts, seeds, obviously lots of fruits and vegetables, and beans, sprouts. Very simple, very clean eating. I do choose to eat mostly raw foods. In the summertime especially, I'm probably 100% raw. Spring and fall, a little bit less, maybe 95% raw. And then in the winter, when it gets quite cold here, I will eat more cooked foods. So maybe I'm at 75%. Deep in the winter, maybe I'm down to 50% raw foods. It really does depend on the temperature and how I'm feeling. So when I start my day, I get up and I drink a large glass of water with freshly squeezed lemon juice, a whole lemon. And I love doing this. It cleans out all areas, makes me feel great, gives me lots of energy. In the wintertime, the water will definitely be warm, and I often add a teaspoon of honey into that as well. So I guess that is considered an animal product, so I'm not as strict vegan as some people might think. So I will follow that glass of lemon and water with another couple of glasses of water just to really get hydrated for the day. For breakfast, I love to eat fruit, and in the wintertime, that might be where I might not eat as much fruit because it tends to be a little bit more cooling. So then I might have, nuts and seeds, some type of granola idea with freshly made almond milk. But during the spring, summer, and fall, definitely it's all fruit. And that's what I'd eat all morning. And I might have a bowl of fruit. I might make a fruit smoothie, which the fruit smoothie will then generally turn into a green smoothie because I do love to add greens into the smoothie. So spinach spinach is the easiest one, but I will often add kale as well. And I may choose to have one kind of fruit all morning, or I'll mix it up. I'll have a few types of fruit. And in the morning, I usually wait until I am hungry before I eat anything. And if you work outside of the home, which I have done for many years, although currently I'm at home, I had an injury, I'm recovering from a concussion, so I'm not leaving the home every day. But when I did, I would just pack what I wanted into containers. If it was a smoothie, I would put it in a glass jar and take it with me to work and have it there. So it is possible, it depends on what kind of work you do, of course. But fruit is definitely the way I like to start the day, and when I'm hungry in the morning, I'll just have more of the same of what I had. So I always make lots. When it's lunchtime, right now and for a long time, I'm addicted to the nori sheets, and I will spread avocado on them, or I always have a seed pate that I've made. I love a pate with sunflower seeds and lots of lemon juice that I always have it prepared in the fridge. I also like pumpkin seed and cilantro pureed together, which is also yummy. And I spread that on the wrap, and then I fill it with fresh vegetables. Generally, to make it simple for myself, I always have a bowl of salad in the fridge. Lettuce, carrots, cucumber, celery, peppers, that type of thing is sort of the basic, and then I'll add stuff to it. So I take big handfuls and put that on the nori roll wrap and roll it all up, and I'll make 2 or 3, and then that way I know I have enough, maybe 4 sometimes. It depends how active I've been in the morning and what else I've been doing. And if I'm out of nori sheets, which rarely happens, but let's say I am, then I'll just make a big bowl of salad and I'll put the seed pate on top as a topping, or I'll make a tahini dressing that just gives it a little extra. Again, it all depends on how hungry I am and what I feel like, but certainly it's all salad and just lots of it. I just don't think you can eat enough salad. There's nothing wrong with eating more. It's choosing the dressing carefully, preparing your own dressings, making toppings that will fill you and yet be super healthy for you. In the afternoons, I tend to get a little bit peckish around 4 o'clock. I'm not sure why that time. I also tend to get a little cold at 4 o'clock. Don't know what that's all about either. But anyway, that's what happens to me. So what I love to eat are what I call energy balls. And I make a mixture of some kind of nut usually. I love almonds, so I soak almonds ahead of time. And I'll puree them with dates, and maybe I'll add some pecans or walnuts. Or I'll add some other seed, maybe some hemp seeds or chia seeds. And I like to put in coconut, a little vanilla, a little coconut oil as well. And I puree that all up, and then I make little balls. And I have them so that they're so portable and easy to take with me whenever I'm going and I need a little snack. If I want to dress it up a little bit, I might dip it in chocolate, or I'll add a good couple scoops of raw cacao powder into it. And I want one right now, actually. Anyway, later. So that's usually my snack. I'll have a couple of those. If for some reason I'm out, then I'll either grab some fruit or some more vegetables. I also make dehydrated crackers, so I might have a few of those with a pate. And those I love equally as much, but something about those energy balls that I really like. Supper time in our house is a little mixed, so everyone here eats similarly, but I'm the one who loves the raw foods, and my husband and my 3 children aren't as excited about them. They do have salad every day, and they really do enjoy that very much, so I always have a salad ready for them. And for them, I will prepare a dish that's very simple. We love soups. We love lentil dal. We love lentil loaf. We love pasta with different sauces and lots of vegetables. We love quesadillas. It really depends what's going on. And I do make a menu plan ahead of time. And it can get altered depending on what everyone's feeling like. So if I am choosing to eat cooked foods, then at my supper time would be when I would have some of that cooked food with a salad. And if I'm eating 100% raw, what I like to make for myself might be nut burger that I'll have with all the greens. I'm not much of a bread person. I used to be. I used to eat a lot of bread a long time ago. But since I've really stepped up the amount of greens that I eat, I'm not as interested in bread. I can take it or leave it, and I find that quite interesting. So, the other thing that I'm really loving is zucchini pasta or any kind of vegetable pasta. I have this little tool. It's a spiralizer, and you just turn the zucchini in the tool, and these strands of spaghetti-ish come out the other side, and it's so awesome. I love it. I just do a whole zucchini, and then I pile it with some kind of pesto, or I'll make a tomato-y sauce with sun-dried tomatoes, and I'll put olives on there and lots of fresh basil, and I'm getting hungry thinking about it. And I recently found a really nice recipe for a vegan Parmesan, which is made with almonds and nutritional yeast. So you know what? I'm going to post that on my blog today and share that with you along with this video. And so that's my supper. Again, I make lots of it. So if I'm still hungry, I can eat more. I find that as I'm eating more and more vegetables, I do tend to eat less food in a day. But then maybe it's also because right now I'm not as active, being that I'm recovering. So that is possible. I'm not a huge dessert person. I do like dessert, but I tend to say no to dessert. However, if you are a dessert person, after supper is a great time to make raw ice cream. And in future, I will post something about that, tell you how to do it, explain how that works. After supper, I don't snack. I used to. When I was highly stressed at work, I definitely snacked after supper. And I know that that can be an issue for a lot of people, the emotional eating there. And I'm going to talk about that more on another day. So there you have it. Pretty simple, what my day is like, and not really that complicated, honestly. It doesn't have to be hard. I think the key thing to think about, a couple of things to think about. Choose organic as much as you possibly can. Choose fresh foods as much as you possibly can. Avoid processed foods. Just avoid them. Try and have as many fresh fruits and vegetables in your fridge as possible, because the better the food is in your fridge, the better the food that you will eat. Then at that moment when you really want that chocolate cake or you want that piece of toast with peanut butter, then you have an alternative to reach for. You can reach for that apple. And it might be hard at first, but you've got to make yourself go there. You just have to say, I can do this. I can totally do this. And just remember to listen to your body. What does your body want? What is it asking for? Of course, if it's asking for that chocolate cake, you might have to take a little step back and think about why is it asking for that chocolate cake and what else could I have instead that will make me just as happy. Maybe it's not the cake. Maybe you've got to get outside and go for a walk and get in nature, or who knows, right? But I think the key to eating healthy foods, keep it simple, keep as many healthy foods in your home as possible, and eliminate the ones that you'd rather not be eating, that you know aren't good for your body. And listen to your body. Let it tell you what it needs. Listen and accept it and be happy. And when you are eating that food that maybe you really didn't want to, enjoy it, savor it, let your body like it. And then tell yourself, guess what? Next time, we're having this. And then when you reach for that food, enjoy it, savor it, be happy. Be happy with what you're eating. So thank you for listening. If you want to read any of my blog posts, go to www.barbaradolan.com. And I try to get a new one on there every week. And this is what I'm going to post today.